Hey Elevate, this is Drew here again with another C.A.T video. Remember, that's context, apply, and time. Today we're going to be talking about clueless to clued in. Have you ever not done your assigned reading? Maybe in English class you're supposed to read Romeo and Juliet, and you're sitting there and the teacher's going on and on and on and about it, and you're thinking, I really hope they don't ask me a question. Then the teacher finally asks you a question. It's like, so what'd you think about the ending? Can you tell us a little bit about it? And you're like, and they lived happily ever after. If you know Romeo and Juliet, you know this is wrong. So you do all this different reading, and that's kind of what we're going to talk to you today about, is that you're supposed to do your assigned reading to understand what's going on in the story, which is having to deal with you. So I want you to go ahead and read Luke 24:28 through 35. Go ahead and read that. Pause the video right now. Come back and we'll talk about it. Did you do it? Cool. In verse 32 it says, they asked each other, were not our hearts burning within us while he was talking with us on the road and opened the scriptures to us? In that story, Jesus is already resurrected from the dead, except the disciples haven't seen him yet, and they didn't really know that he was resurrected yet. They didn't really understand that he was the Messiah in the way he said it, and that he'd always been around, and that he really was God. But when he met them on the road, he opened up the scriptures and taught them all what they thought. He basically blew their minds, if you will, because they had always thought of the scriptures as one way, and then Jesus goes ahead and says, hey, remember that thing you read a long time ago? This is what it really means. So it's important to study these scriptures because the disciples there to study their scriptures, and when Jesus explained to them what happened in the Old Testament, it finally made sense. So here's a couple questions I want to ask you guys. What's your normal Bible study time? What do you usually do? Do you do the C.A.T? Do you do context? Do you apply? Do you do it for a certain amount of time? How do you do that, and how can you maybe make it better? And what can you do to really enhance your Bible study time? Do you need to read something along with it? Maybe a study Bible? I don't know. This is just some different things. And as Grandpa Joe used to say, think about it. Yeah.